Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Stinkpot Shack Show here on your Thursday night. We're talking about Clash of Clans. Are you ready? Welcome to another exciting adventure of the Stinkpot Shack Show. Tonight, we are going to focus on one of last week's updated features, the Legend League redesign. Last week I told you guys that I was going to do 8 attacks outside of Legend League, 8 attacks inside Legend League, but it didn't quite work out that way. As we get further into the show, I'm going to explain why, but for now, let's get started. It's your Stinkpot Shack Show. Get up your home right now.
Shack Show is done live for an internet audience.
Subscribe and join our Stinkpot.
Welcome back, guys. Like I said, tonight's show is all about Legend League and helping you determine if it's a good fit for you at Town Hall. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to talk about everything I've learned in this past week concerning Legend League. The previous Legend League was kind of like all the other leagues, except you had to wait an insane amount of time just to get into a battle. So that's one of the driving forces why they decided to redesign it. And man, is it challenging. So tonight we're going to discuss both sides of the debate and try to determine, is Legend League worth it? Is it worth it? I know Ken is one of my buddies here and late for supper, and we've been going back and forth. Look how close we are in trophies. We've been going back and forth all week because we're trying to figure this sucker out. And neither of us are having incredible luck just yet. But we're getting our feet wet. And we are slowly getting better. Ooh, we got Zombie. Is this... he's already joined a new clan. See ya! Sorry, Zombie. You couldn't be part of Late for Supper. You gotta be patient. You just sent the request. Oh, man. So, here we go. Like I said, is it worth it? Before we sink our teeth into that, let's help your attack strategy in case you are trying to survive in the current league of Legend League, that is. And how about today's tip of the day? So, one thing I've learned in this last week is there's one particular base design that's super easy to defeat with only just 2 troops. 2 troops I'm going to use, and they're going to get me up into 30+% range. So let's take a look at this battle now. This is widely popular design. I don't know why, but all you gotta do, I've had success starting on always this side when the town hall is right here. You plop 1 Electro Dragon down here in the corner. He is going to take care of everything on that side, so when you do your queen walk to the left of him, she doesn't go that way. You want her to migrate all the way over to this town hall, and you're going to watch that into play. Now, it's a matter of how greedy you are that will determine how many rage spells you're going to have to use on the queen. Let's see, mine's level 60, and now the cap's up to 65. But even with 4 healers, it's too much of a task against these Town Hall 12 defenses. So we're just going to queen walk in here as far as we can. We're not really worried about that Electro Dragon. We sent him on a kamikaze mission anyway. So let's focus on this Archer Queen as she's about to go down. Even Raid, she's having trouble going. And this is the trouble I have. The design is good for anti-wall breakers. I can never get wall breakers in here to break that so the queen can walk right into the town hall. Let's pause that for a minute. About right here is where I typically try to drop the wall breakers. You saw most of them went this way and busted that up. Maybe if I had my Barbarian King, I could send him in there to take care of that. But I am down the Barbarian King right now. And with this wall out here on the outside, it's tough to get wall breakers into that wall. Now this one is a little different. They've got an extra set of walls. Normally those 2 inner walls aren't there on this base design. And you just have these 2 here typically. So let's continue our battle. Let's see how far the queen can get. I got greedy and used 2 rage spells. And here we go. We're at 30% now. And all I've used is an Archer Queen and a 1E Dragon. That's invaluable because you're not activating the Eagle Artillery. It's just chilling up there while she continues to go down. Now you also have to keep in mind you can't do this forever because you're going to run out of time. And in Legend League, you gotta get 2 stars. You gotta get 2 stars or you're not getting anywhere in Legend League. So here we go. We've added the Grand Warden, and here we go with the main attack. We're gonna come out on this side. And this is the best strategy that I've come up with so far. I've yet to 3-star this base design. I've yet to 3-star any person in Legend League since joining it. But you can see I'll send in my balloons. And then I also have a clone spell to clone some of them balloons, but I can usually get 1 compartment, 2 compartments, 3 compartments cleared. It's this 4th compartment that I can never get cleared, but this attack strategy I just shown is guaranteed, guys, guaranteed. If you follow this method of placement, it's guaranteed to get you 2 stars. So keep that in mind. I've never not got a 2-star on this base design when using this strategy. So there we go. I got 2 stars, 75%, 76. I thought I had a good chance of 3-starring, but you can see that it just fizzles out really quick because the Archer Queen died, and yeah, that's it. So 2 stars, 79% is where we're going to end up for this. This has been your Stinkpot Shack Show tip of the day. So, pretty good stuff so far, but we got so far to go. But before we get into that, let's say hello to our live chat community. We got H-Bot out here, Disco Time Gaming, Parth. Parth has 2 accounts in live chat? What's going on with him, Parth? Is that how you got your 43 kills in Fortnite, Parth? Anyway, we got Disco Time and Masharo's here as well. So good to have you guys all here. As we talk about the good, the bad, the ugly concerning Legend League. So, yeah, I don't know quite where to start, but we'll just get right into it, shall we? If you have questions about Town Hall 12 or anything concerning Legend League, let me know. So, yeah, we're going to do that. So, now it's time to get into our stinking strategies. So, let's start with the obvious. Legend League, as it's been redesigned right now, is only meant for Town Hall 12s. Now, there might be some of you hot shots out there that are Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11. Good luck. I dare you to try to get in Legend League. Because what's going to happen is, yeah, you can grind to 5,000 trophies and you can get into Legend League like I did. But, that's a big but. Yes. But then you're going to have your problems because you only get 8 attacks a day. I have 5 remaining on this account. And with 8 attacks, you have to get a minimum of 2 stars to get around probably 17 to 27 trophies is where you're going to get with 2 stars. If you're 3-star, you're going to get 40 trophies. If you're 1-star, you're going to get like 15 and below. And that is not enough. The reason why 1 star is not enough for 15 and below, look at my defenses. I lost 20, I lost 13, I lost 24, I lost 40, I lost 26, 17, 16, 25, 29. How many of these numbers do you see that are below 15? Let's see, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5. I actually defended, there's 6, there's 7, 7, 8. So 8 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 8 out of 28 attacks defended 1 star or less. So when you only have that many, that guarantees you got to get a 2 star. Otherwise, you're not going to survive in Legend League very long, because you just lose way more trophies than you're gaining. So what's the defense thing? What do you mean, Viper? What defense thing? The defense thing. This here? Is that what you're talking about? The defense thing? Yes, in Legend League, you lose trophies. You cannot gain trophies on defense anymore in Legend League. This is only Legend League we're talking about. Please clarify, Viper, as I continue to go on here. I'm going to switch over to one of my videos that I want to show you. This is my my glory. This is what happened to me. Where's it at? Before I got into Legend League, this happened. My last victory in Titan 1. There it is. Got 18 trophies. Mad loot. And then we hit return to home. And what should happen? You've been promoted! Whoop whoop. Legend League, that's when I got it. Which, big kudos to Ken from Late for Supper. He was the first person in Late for Supper history to get to Legend League. I was silently competing with him. I don't know if he realized it, but I had to go somewhere that day. It was a Saturday, last Saturday, and I had to go help. And we had a break, and I jumped on, and oh crap, Ken needs like 30 trophies. So I hit my freaking training potion and I tried to beat him. And I would have beat him, but I lost one battle that cost me 20 trophies. So anyway, it was I'm too competitive, so no hard feelings, Ken. It's just it's good having Ken in the clan, because he keeps me on my toes, and he keeps me wanting more in Clash of Clans. So there we go. Parth, where you been? I already said that. So there we have it. Go back to the bottom left button. Okay, there. You're talking about the defense tab. So in Legend League, it pretty much works how... Oh, sorry, you guys can't see anything. Hold on. Turn that back on. So there it is, the defense tab. It pretty much works like Clan Wars. All these matches are predetermined. In Legend League, if I hit find a match and I hit attack, it's going to take me straight to the opponent. There's no waiting anymore. But on defense tab, you can set what base design you want. You can choose what layout you want to pick, just like you do in Clan Wars. Same way with what you want in your CC. So the good thing about the CC is once you choose a particular set of army troops, you don't have to keep making them and keep making sure they're in your clan castle. They're there. It's like a mirror image just stamped on there, and those troops will always be in your clan castle in Legend League unless you change it. So, yeah. There we go. So, like I said, if you're not Town Hall 12, good luck being in Legend League, because you're going to lose way more trophies. And at Town Hall 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, look at me. I'm Town Hall 12, probably about halfway max Town Hall 12, and I cannot defend well at my level. So if you're like Town Hall 9, Town Hall 10, and you're trying to stay in Legend League, you're going to get 40 bombed every time. So that's why I say good luck when you're trying to stay in Legend League when you're not Town Hall 12. And Peaches is making a guest appearance. Oh crap, she shot me with a Nerf dart. But she shot like a girl, so obviously she missed. Again! How many shots is it going to take Peaches to hit me? I'm just going to keep going because... Oh, wow. He finally hit me in the shoulder. Congrats, Peaches. 2 out of 3. That's like a 1 star. Alright.
Trying to do it where you wouldn't hear me open the door, but it creeps.
Yeah.
Brand new house.
That's impossible. It's impossible. No. We're talking... Hey, can you turn that on, please? It's like 500 degrees in here.
You're full of hot air.
Alright, so let's talk about the basics while we're here. So, in Legend League, guys, you get 8 attacks per day, like I talked about. 8 attacks is all you get. No more, no less. Just like in Clan Wars, you get 2 attacks. That's all you get. Well, in Legend League, you just get 8 per day. So keep that in mind. Oh, now this stupid cat's coming in. You also need to remember that non-Legend League season timers are different than Legend League season timers. And Peach just turned it on too fast. And let me fix that. Alright. Now the fan won't overpower you guys. Hey, Only Happy. Welcome to the Stinkpot Shack Show. We're talking about Legend League. So the timers, what I was talking about is this. So if you go here and you go to the cup, it says season ends in 31 days, 3 hours. So that is true. But there's other timers you need to consider if you're in Legend League. This is another timer. Current league day ends in 3 hours, 54 minutes. So when I said you need to remember that non-Legend League season is this timer here that I'm working out. This is the one I'm talking about when I say non-Legend. And this is the one I'm talking about when I say Legend League day. So you got to remember that because the reason why, and I found this out because last Sunday this season here ended. And Ken and I think we were both under 3,900 trophies. Or sorry, 4,900 trophies. And 4,900 is the magic number that you need to be at to stay in Legend League. But we were at, I know I was at like 4,886. And the new season started. And I'm like, how am I still in Legend League? Because I had the no trophy icon, that gray one, and I came here to attack, and it still said, you have 8 attacks remaining. Now, there's 2 reasons for that. The number 1 reason is everything's a day behind in Legend League. So anything, if I were to change my defenses now, they wouldn't take effect until the end of this timer ends. So if I go and change my CC troops, then in 3 hours and 53 minutes, that's when it'll take effect. Because it takes effect on the next the next Legend League day. So keep that in mind. And so the same thing happens at the end of a season. As long as you stay above 4,900, when this timer kicks over to the new day, then you're good to go and you can stay in Legend League. Even if you're below the amount. So yeah, below 5,000. So the goal is, if you want to stay in Legend League, stay above 4,900, because you can see both Ken and I right now, we're below 4,900. So we have 3 hours 52 minutes in order to get above 4,900. Otherwise it's going to kick us out of Legend League. Was that confusing? Are there any questions? What do you guys think about this Legend League so far in comparison to the non-Legend League folks? Not sure? Well, let's keep going. That's what we're here talking about. When do Newman rules get released? What are Newman rules? Like Seinfeld? Newman kind of rules? I don't know. Not a very good impressionist for Seinfeld. But anywho. So, yeah, so, Bob, I think I talked about that. I have notes, sorry. yeah. So unless you're a hot shot Town Hall 12, Town Hall 9, 10, 11, you don't have a chance. And we also mentioned you lose 4 trophies. Every time you successfully defend, it's always going to be 4 trophies that you lose. And another good thing about it is when you're attacking, you can't lose trophies. You can only gain. So, yeah. Clan rules get released on July the 1st. So if you're a co-leader for Late for Supper, I'm mad at you. I'm ticked off because nobody in Discord leader chat is talking about the new rules. So we got like 4 days remaining. And if the co-leaders don't help me out, I don't know, things might get a little crazy in Late for Supper. So get in Discord. If you need the link, type exclamation point Discord like I'm doing right now. And you can see the link. You can click on it straight from the live chat there. Oh, it already put it up there for me. Well, there it is again. So there's 2 chances. And let's get stinking. Yes, Disco. I read a script sometimes. Clash Royale, last hour I didn't. But for the important stuff like this, I try to make sure I say everything I want to say to get you guys informed. So, alright. So now the next thing we're going to talk about is this. Where's my... Alright. I didn't get a chance to set all these up in time, so we're going to kind of like half donkey it here. And, yeah. Where did I put those? Oh, there they are right there. Alright, so now we're going to get into what I talk into the pros and cons of being in this Legend League. And I'm going to let some of my, I'm going to let my attacks that I've done play in the background while we kind of talk about some of these. So here we go. Let's start talking about what are the good reasons to be in this Legend League. Here is number one. Number one reason. Right here. No lost loot. It's a pro. No lost loot. There we go. So what I mean by that is when I get attacked in Legend League, even though you can see in the top left, I'm attacking now, it says available loot. Well, that's not actually being taken from them. It's just given to me on how much I can get. See loot gain in the top right, just like it always. But the person that is defending, they never lose the loot. So that's kind of like what is it called? The builder base. How you never lose loot over there. It's the same concept in Legend League. You will never lose the loot. So that is a big time pro number one. Jesse Alanis, welcome to the show. Viper, man, you lost power. Well, stay on that data plan and let's keep going. So no lost loot is going to happen. You guys have any questions about any of these as I go through them, please let me know. But let's go on to number two. You noticed, maybe you did, maybe you didn't, there's also no clouding. And what clouding means is when you were not in Legend League, you hit attack and it went and searched for a base. If it didn't find a base, then you would just be stuck in the clouds forever until it found a base, right? If you guys are, you know, Town Hall 11 or Town Hall 12 trying to get to Legend League, you definitely know what I'm talking about. Hey Viper, just quick, can you see my text in the bottom right that says pro, no, number two, no clouding? I just want to make sure that's being shown on the screen for you guys. Disco time, gaming. He's a laughing boy. Alright, cool. You guys can see that perfect. So I think that's going to work out. It's a quick way for me to switch it on out. So let's talk about number three. Pro tip, or not pro tip, but the number three reason why you should be in the Legend League. It's because you can attack on your own schedule. You get 8 attacks per day. So like that's one thing I didn't mention is every league day is 24 hours. So you get a whole entire day to do all of your attacks. And you know, a busy guy like me who has to go to work, I don't get summer break like you guys. So here I am defending now. And this is my base design. It's the best Town Hall 12 base design I have come up with so far. It's in 1 month. This base has only been 3-starred 4 times. So I think it's a pretty good one. Now for Legend League, I just swapped my Town Hall and Clan Castle. And I used to have the Town Hall on the edge over here to kind of bait them. But then, once I got in the Legend League, I'm like, that's an easy 2-star. So I moved it to the middle, and I'm still deciding if I like it there. But hey, here's where I defend here. So, yeah, that's pro number 3. You can attack on your own schedule. Whenever you feel like it, as long as you get all 8 attacks in that 24-hour period, you're good to go. Now, if you don't get all 8 attacks in, even if you miss 1 attack, good luck staying in a Legend League. On to number 4. Rushed bases are gone. They're non-existent. There's no need to have a rush base, because if you have a rush base, it's going to get 3-starred at this level. I mean, before I started tonight's show, I was out in internet land, and there was already your top tier players that are getting 3 stars every single attack. 8 attacks, 3 stars. So those are the kinds of players that are out there. Now, I would like to see if they get 3 stars on 8 attacks every single day. I don't think that's happening, but players have already got, the max. So that's 40 trophies. So that's 320 trophies you gain from 1 day in the Legend League. That is just tremendous. So that's number 4. No rush bases, because there's no need for it. I hated rush bases to begin with. I don't know why people enjoy them. And then the number 5 pro thing is you get daily war practice, guys. Daily war practice. If you don't know what I mean, from when I started Legend League day 1 to now we're on Legend League, I don't know, day 6, day 7, my attacks are getting better. The reason why my attacks are getting better, guys, is because look at this: 59, 70, 80, or 69, 74, 54, 54. They're getting better because in Legend League, most people use these cookie cutter bases that I try to tell you guys not to use. And so I am constantly seeing at least 3 to 4 base designs over and over and over. So when we showed the tip of the day, we showed that quad base where I said, hey, you can take out 30% of it with just 2 troops. That's a base design I see probably once a day. So that's the pro, is you get daily war practice. So if you're constantly going up against these top end Town Hall 12s, if you're constantly battling them, don't you think that's going to help you in clan wars? Because you're already, every day you're fighting the best people in the game, and then you go to clan war. You're not gonna have, maybe you will have that kind of competition in clan war, I don't know, but I just think it's gonna help you a whole lot better because you're doing your war attack 8 times a day. So that's like super great daily war practice. Now let's talk about the cons. I hope you upgrade everything. Yeah, good point. Let me get out of this attack real quick. Let's take a little quick breather. Guys, here's your pro tip for the day. If you're paying attention, if you're involved in the seasons at all, there's only 3 days left. You need to worry about it like 3 days ago. Like when season starts getting under the 1 week mark until it's done, you need to start planning. You need to start making sure that when that drops, you have as many builders as you can. Because in my case, I don't know what your case is. I buy the gold pass, $5 a month. Look at this. I'm getting 25 million loot at the end of this season. 250,000 dark elixir. Where's it all gonna go? Now, since I'm in Legend League, I don't have to worry about spending it as fast as you guys do, because I can't lose that loot. It's going to be 25 million just stuck there until I use it. So it's not such a big deal for me. I mean, that's what I'm predicting is going to happen, and that's what better happen, because I've been watching. I don't lose loot every day. See, it says shield, none. I get attacked 8 times a day, and that's it. And they can't take anything from me. So, yeah. So always make sure you're planning at the end of the season. And in this case, it's even more important because we got clan games ending in 6 hours, 46 minutes. Big kudos there to Late for Supper to helping us max out our rewards this time. Disco time, big thanks to you. First time with us in Late for Supper. A big 4K bomb there. He was the 5th person to do it, so big kudos there to Disco Party. Maxed out. Now, some of you may be going, oh, Stinkpot, I don't see you maxing out. How come you didn't help us? Well, I did, because I almost double maxed out. Because I have 5,000 billion goongi gongis accounts in this game. So I have 2625 plus 1,400 plus 1,200 plus 1,075 plus 1,000. So it comes out to like 7,300 is what I did for clan games, which is about 14% of the entire clan's points. So, hey, bragged enough about me. Good job to Patriot, the first person to get to 4,000. Ken, the second person to get to 4,000. Mini Enforcer, CLC, Disco Party, Black Mamba all achieved 4,000. Very good job, guys. Now, back to Legend League. So, we were talking about the cons. Oh, yeah. No, actually, we were talking about planning. So, you're going to get a little bit of help because all these books, I'm going to tell you right now, if I were picking these rewards right now, I would probably pick this one, Resource Potion. And then after that, I would pick Gold. And then after that, I would pick Elixir. Then after that, I would pick Gold again. And then on this one, it's a crapshoot. I don't think you can go wrong with the Book of Spells or the Book of Fighting there. Either of them are good choices. In my case, I'm probably going to go with the Book of Fighting. And then, of course, unless you just need a crazy amount of elixir, go for the Book of Heroes. Anytime a Book of Heroes comes up, take the Book of Heroes. That's my suggestions to you. So there you go. Tushar Chapathi, can you recommend a good attack strategy for Town Hall 12? I just became Town Hall 12 2 months ago. Been upgrading since then. There's my player tag. Alright, Tushar, good question. Recommend a good attack strategy for Town Hall 12. This is the one I used to use in War. For a brand new Town Hall 12, it's the easiest one you can use. Do I have an attack where I used it? Let's take a peek here. I can show it to you. I don't think I do. But the army you're going to want to use is this one right. Actually, I don't have it anymore. But here it is. My 3-star strategy at the bottom. I'll show you how to do it. For Town Hall 12s, just learning. Just go 9 Electro Dragons. Now, only use these Electro Dragons if they're at least level 2. You want them maxed, but if they're... I guess you could try them at level 1. I don't know how well they're going to do, but definitely you want to max Electro Dragons if you plan on using this strategy. So use that, and then you're going... For spells, you're going to want 4 Rage, 3 Freeze, and then in your clan castle, you're going to ask for a Lava Hound, you're going to ask for 2 Balloons, and you're going to ask for a Rage. And then I got 10 more troops left. So what do I normally use? I think I just take 2 extra balloons. Is that what I do? What is it? Can't remember. I think that's the army I use. Let me cancel out of that and see if I can look. Yeah, that's right. So use 90 drags, 2 balloons, and then you're also going to want to use this guy right here, the siege machine. This guy here, the one that is on the ground. Let me actually get into it. I'm just fat fingering everything. Train troops. This guy here. This is what you want. What you really wall wrecker. That's what I was trying to think of. So the strategy with that, guys, is like on my base. It doesn't matter. You just pick a side. The first thing you look at is where are the air sweepers. This one's pointed that way, and the other one's pointed that way. So when you're using these E-Dragons, the air sweepers are the worst enemies of E-Dragons, so don't come in from this side, don't come from in this side. Second thing I look at is, where is the Archer Queen? In this case, she's up here, so if I was attacking this base, I would attack from this side here. You're going to drop one E-Dragon on this corner, you're going to drop one E-Dragon on that corner, and then at that point, you might need to drop one more in the middle, as long as it's not in range of these air defenses, to kind of clear out the middle. And then once this whole entire row here is cleared out, you're going to drop your wall wrecker to come in here, bust this wall, and it's going to go straight to the town hall. Another strategy is with the wall wrecker is it goes completely in a straight line toward the town hall. So if there's an air defense in between the path of the wall wrecker and the town hall, aim for that. So you could also put the wall wrecker here, so it's going to go in a straight line, take out this air defense, and get to the town hall. You always want to consider that as well. And then once these walls are busted, you just put the rest of your E-Dragons in a line that parallel to this wall right here, so they're all in one line and they just come straight toward the middle. Put your heroes behind it, use Rage to get them in there, and then once they get towards here, you start freezing the air defenses, you start freezing Inferno Towers, freezing the Town Hall, because one thing you got to also be cognizant of is if you have a whole bunch of E-Dragons on that Town Hall when it blows up, it's going to take out quite a bit of E-Dragons in that after blast. So that's a good beginner strategy for Town Hall 12. I use it in War. And I've used it exclusively for months now, and now that I've gotten to Legend League, I'm just now trying to come up with new armies that can hopefully get me a 3-star. So I'm just trying out different things. The army I'm trying, we're going to go practice this in just a second. It's this one down here: 5 E-Dragons, 12 balloons, 4 healers, 7 wall breakers, Rage, Clone, and Freeze. And then, do I have another one cooked? A different one? Let's see. Yeah, this one here, 7 E-Dragons, 14 balloons. So, different kind of strategies there. But E-Dragons is where it's at on Town Hall 12. Good question. Sorry I went long-winded there. But, let's talk about the cons now. We've talked about the pros of being in Legend League. Now, let's get to the cons. And some of these may surprise you. They definitely surprised me when I got here. So we saw earlier a video that showed me, hey, I got the Legend League, but my first major disappointment when I got to Legend League is, you get nothing. You worked all that hard, but there's no achievement for it. There's no pat on the back. There's no, hey, good job, Stinkpot. You're in Legend League. Here's 5,000 gems. There's none of that. There's not even anything in this list that says, hey, you got the Legend League. So, Legend League is the hardest league to get into the game. And they could have taken the opportunity last week when they hit the Legend League redesign update. They could have added an achievement there, guys. But as far as I know, ever since the Legend League has been in game, there's no reward for getting there, other than bragging to your friends, other than this little badge here. That's nice and shiny, I will admit, but that's about it. You get the shiny little purple icon. So yeah, oh, it's right here. Yeah, that, oh, it's nice and shiny. But yeah, that's it, guys. So I'm kind of a little ticked off that I didn't get any in-game reward from it, but hey, whatever. It would be cool if you could just tap the shield and it would give you, like, pop out a book of everything. That would be awesome. But anyway, I talked about that enough. No achievement. Well, no achievement. So, alright. So, here we go. On to the con number 2. We talked about this already. It's the separate timers. I do not like the separate timers. And the timers I am talking about this time is, there is a separate timer for the league day. You can see now we're down to 3 hours and 31 minutes. But the star bonus has a different timer. So when this league day ends, I'm going to have to wait all the way to about halfway through tomorrow before my star bonus resets and I can get another shot at getting 900,000 bonus. Why is the star bonus and the league day bonus not the same timer? I don't know. Does anybody know? Please help me understand why they didn't made these two timers separate. Because it's very convenient. Because the way the star bonus goes, there could come a time where I might be sleeping when this gets activated or when it ends, and it's just very inconvenient that it's not in line with the league day ending. Thanks for helping out there, Tushar. Which slap is a good army to use for Town Hall 9? And I know Parth uses it, so if you're still out there, help Disco Time Gaming out. Help him learn that witch slap, because it's a good army. I know Parth he's probably the most experienced in our clan for that witch slap. So good tip there, Tushar. Thank you very much. On to the next con number 3. Let me show you guys some more battles while we're talking about these. Where's where I totally defended? Can I replay that one for you? Nope, replay not available. So that must have been before the maintenance update. So here's a good one. They only 1-starred me on this one. So hero upgrade is now harder. Now from a loot standpoint, I wouldn't say it's harder. But from a what do I freaking upgrade standpoint, that's what makes it really tough. So what I'm talking about, guys, is you got 3 heroes to upgrade at Town Hall 12. You got the Grand Warden, you got the Barbarian King, Archer Queen. Rank them in order of importance for your attacks. My order is Archer Queen is the best hero, then the Grand Warden, and then the Barbarian King. Especially when I'm using air attacks, Barbarian King is just cannon fodder. So, right now, ever since I've gotten into Legend League, I have not done any of my attacks with 3 heroes. I've got my Barbarian King going up to level 62 right now, and I did that because we're still in the season and I got 20% training boost. So instead of taking 7 days to upgrade my heroes, it's taking 5 days and like 15 hours to upgrade my heroes. So I'm trying to get my Barbarian King leveled up as much as I can before July 1st hits, when everything resets and and then my upgrade timer goes back to 7 days. But the reason why hero upgrades is harder is, you know, last night I had maxed out Dark Elixir. I had 240,000 Dark Elixir maxed out, couldn't get any more. My pumps were still boosting, and my next available builder wasn't going to be for like 12 more hours. So for 12 hours, I was doing a whole bunch of attacks, and I was just wasting a ton of Dark Elixir. And I was trying to wait until my research facility got done researching troops, and then I was going to research some Dark troop. But the problem with Legend League is you get an insane amount of Dark. Look at this, guys. 3,000 Dark, 6,000 Dark, 6,000 Dark, 6,000 Dark, 5,000 Dark, 2,300, 6,000, 5,000, 3,000, 6,000, 6,000, 4,900. Just an insane amount of Dark loot available at Legend League. And that's why, you know, I started this guy, like I said, 5 days and 15 hours is where he starts upgrading. And it's only been 1 day and 14 hours since then, and I'm already back up to 174,000 Dark. So it's really hard to decide. Also yesterday I had 12 million gold and I had 12 million elixir. I just blew it on walls. I just blew it on those 5 wall pieces there because I didn't know what else to do, because I did not want to upgrade the Warden because I need his ability in attacks. Like, I am struggling to get 2 stars. So it's definitely not taking the queen out of the picture. She's like my heaviest hitter. You saw in that quad base attack where she took out like 20% all by herself. And then the Grand Warden can make everybody immune for a few seconds. So it's really hard for me to upgrade more than one hero at a time in Legend League. So I think my only option is just to keep waiting for these Book of Heroes to come around where I can use it like that. And that's pretty much the best idea I can come up with at the time. If you guys come up with a better idea, please let me know. But heroes upgrading, definitely much, much harder to decide. Now, some of you guys out there might, oh, Stinkpot, just get 3 stars, no problem. Well, I haven't learned how to do that yet. I'll get there. Maybe by next week, I'll be able to show you guys some more tips. So, con number 4, trophy defense. So you don't gain trophies for successfully defending. We talked about that, right? We just showed you the battle of it. So this forces you to get at a minimum 2 stars on every attack. Let's see, how many 2 stars have I gotten? 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the last 8 attacks, which is 1 day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've only gotten 1, 2, 3. I only got 2 stars on 4 out of my last 8 battles. 50% chance right now of getting a 2-star right now. So trophy defense is a big con in Legend League right now because you have to average at least 2 stars. If you don't, you're not going to be staying in Legend League. So trophy defense, it's hard to stay. Like, where's Ken's probably already moved since we've been on the show. Yeah, now he's back in the number 1 spot, up to 48.73. He was at like 48.50 something a minute ago. But the problem with this, guys, is me and Ken are struggling just to stay at the very bottom rung of Legend League. 4,900 we got to get to. And we're struggling to get that on a daily basis. So far, so good. But that's where we're at. Con number 5. Let's show another attack while we pull up con number 5. Go all the way to my very first attack, 64%. There you go. Enjoy. Con number 5, battle history. I guess I need to be out of attack mode for this one. So, battle history, guys. You have this big, nice, fancy UI that shows, oh, here's your attacks. Here's how many attacks you have left. Here's a nice little shiny timer. Hey, you want to go practice? Go practice. And for those of you guys asking for what's the best army to use, practice mode. Come in here. They have 2 armies for each town hall. So that, to Shar, you're asking, what army do I use at Town Hall 12? Practice with these. See if you like any of them. If not, use my E-Dragon army I suggested. And there's your Town Hall 9s that we were talking about. Lava and Loons, Angry Babies, and there's the Witch Slap right there. Practice on that. Practice mode is meant to help you, so take full advantage of it. But battle history, what are we talking about? Multiplayer tells you everything, but what does it not tell you? It doesn't tell you when you get attacked. So you're going to get attacked at least 8 times before this 3-hour timer expires. But it doesn't tell you you were being attacked. And the difference in Legend League, guys, is you will get attacked when you're online. They don't wait for you to go offline. They just queue them up and they go attack. The only way you can tell you've been attacked is you come in here to where we just were, go to defenses, pay attention to how long ago you were attacked. That's really the only way. There's nothing on here that says, hey, you've been attacked in Legend League. They need to add something like that. I don't need all this history of defense. I personally don't. Maybe some of you guys out there would love to have it. But if all they did is showed the history for the league day we were currently on, that would make it really easy to know how many times I've been attacked. But other than that, I have to go by this timestamp because I know when the league day changes, so I can tell you I've been attacked 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5 times. I've been attacked 5 times so far. So I have 5 more attacks left, which I need to average like 20 trophies. So that'll give me about 60 trophies is what I'll get. So at 60 trophies, that'll take me up to like 49-20. So I'm at risk of dropping out of Legend League tonight because I still am going to get attacked 3 more times. And in 3 attacks, they're definitely going to take more than 22 trophies from me. So you may hear me boo-hooing tomorrow, guys, about me not being in Legend League anymore. But hey, it's a tough fight. And if that happens, then I'm not going to go back in Legend League until I have found a good 3-star strategy. So it's really tough. Really tough. For me, for the casual players it is anyway. For the professional sponsored players, it's probably a walk in the park. Number 6, con. Real life sucks. So since you can be attacked 8 times a day, every day, no matter if you play the game or not, real life sucks. It can get in the way of you being attacked, especially when you want to go on vacation, when you have a special event, kind of like a county fair coming to town. These 8 attacks are still going to happen, whether you like it or not. So it forces you, the Legend League forces you to do 8 attacks minimum, or maximum, because that's all you can do. It forces you to do those 8 attacks. And before I was in Legend League, there were days where I wouldn't attack at all, and it was fine. I lost loot, I lost trophies, big deal, I could get it back. Legend League, no. You play or you die. Good question there, Disco Gaming. He goes, but Stinkpot, you could get a shield. Yes, Stinkpot, just get a shield. Well, that brings me to number 7, base changes. Buying a shield. If I go here, if I buy a shield, or if I go here to defense, if I change my base layout, if I change my CC troops, guess what? I've already mentioned it once. I'll mention it again. It won't take effect until 3 hours and 23 minutes expires. The next league day is when all that stuff happens. So I could go buy a shield right now, and I will still get attacked 3 more times because that shield will not take effect until tomorrow's league day. So once again, real life sucks because if I hit end stream, walk out of here, fall down the stairs, break my leg, I'm going to the hospital. Okay? Well, I'm still going to get attacked, and I'm still not going to be able to do these 3 attacks here. The game will go on without you. It'll kick you out of Legend League. It's hardcore. Legend League is meant to be hardcore. It's meant to be for the most skill. It's not meant to be for the people that play the most. Legend League is meant for the people that are the best at the game. And those that are best at attacking are going to have no problem staying in the Legend League. You remember every time you go to Town Hall 9, you go to Town Hall 10, and you fight Inferno Towers for the very first time? It takes you a while to get used to how to attack it. Well, it's the same problem I'm having here in Legend League. I got to figure out how to stay in Legend League because I think I'm going to fall out of it tonight, but we'll see how that goes. So that's your pros and cons of Legend League. Now, one more thing we got to get through, and I call this Clash of Clans math. So the question we asked at the beginning of this stream is it worth it to be in Legend League? Well, let's do a little bit of Clash of Clans math to help us figure it out. This is the formula I use, or I came up with, whatever you want to call it. Clash of Clans math. Let's make it big, nice and shiny. Actually, we'll put it over here. And let's move this over here. Sorry, I'm just getting set up to show you guys this formula in full action. Calculator. Let's bring this bad boy here. And let's turn this on. Will this work? Let's see if this works. 1 second, guys. I really want to make sure I show this correctly. Display capture. Get it on here. Get it on here now. Get it on here. Oh, there it is. Alright. So here's our fancy little calculator we're going to use for Clash of Clans math here. That 0 number is all you need to worry about seeing. So we'll move it over here. Alright, so let's go through this Clash of Clans math here. So the first thing you got to figure out is 8 attacks minus 8 defenses. So let's do that. 8 attacks. So we're only going to add up elixir because that's all I really care about, because it costs elixir to make an army. So we'll focus on that. So my first attack, I got 221,812 elixir. Second attack, I got 359,505. Next attack, we got 121,257. Fourth attack, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 449,878. Fifth attack, 542,000 on the dot. Sixth attack, 324,098. How many is that now? 324,098. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2 more to go. So 427,200 is our 7th attack. And then our last attack was just 202,000. So, in my attacks, I gained 2.6 million. Now, let's go on over to defenses. How much did we lose? 2.6 million minus 0, because you don't lose loot in Legend League. So, right now, for the entire day, we gained 2.6 million elixir. That's not very good, guys. That is a horrible number. Back when I was not in Legend League, I could get between 800,000 and 1 million for one attack. And I could attack as many times as I wanted in a day. Now, so let's go to the second part of the equation. Star bonus. So every day I get a star bonus. As long as I get 5 stars on a star bonus, I'm going to get an extra 900,000. So let's bump that up, 900,000. So my daily haul yesterday, or the last 8 attacks, is only 3.5 million elixir. It gets worse. Because now we have to figure in how much did my army cost. We'll go by that one that's at the bottom that says 3-star strategy, because that's the one I use the most. So we'll save this 3.5 million number. Memory plus it. I'll write it down over here just in case my calculator messes up. We had 3,547,750. Alright. So now we gotta clear that out, and our army cost 364,160 for one army. So we gotta times that by 8 armies because we did 8 attacks. So the cost of my army is 2.9. 2.9 million. Let's write that number down. 2913280. Alright, clear that. Memory recall it. There's how much loot we got. Minus the cost of my army. 2913280. So the entire day, I only made 634,000 elixir. Is Legend League worth it, guys? I don't know. Because there's one thing that you also have to factor into this equation that we really can't figure out. The main thing is when you're not in Legend League, you can do as many attacks as you want. In Legend League, I cannot. So not being in Legend League helps you because you can do more attacks. But the problem is you're going to be stuck in cloud mode. You're going to be waiting to attack. That's why we can't answer it completely. Is it a good or bad thing? Because who knows how long you're going to be waiting to attack. You may only get 2 attacks in non-Legend League. You may have to wait an hour to attack. I don't know. It just depends where you are and what time of the day it is. Because here in Indiana, in the United States, when I was not in Legend League, the best time to attack was between 1 and 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Those were the best time to attacks because it's the time of the day where I wasn't waiting very long. I would wait maybe 5-10 minutes before it'd pop up a base. But then there's the problem. It may pop up a base and you may not like it, and then you hit next, and then you wait another 5 to 10 minutes, and then next. So by the time you actually find a base you want to attack, it could take an hour or two. And that's where the training potions suck, because you're boosting that whole time, but you're waiting in the clouds while you're being boosted. So, but I definitely agree with the fact that you're going to get a lot more loot in not being in Legend League. But now you have to also consider, in Legend League, you don't lose loot at all. So is it better to not lose loot and get less of the loot? That's probably one of the reasons why you do get less loot, because you're not losing any loot. So how do you, if there's like a math genius out there that can take my formula here, the 8 attacks minus 8 defenses plus the star bonus minus the army cost, and can somehow quantify the time and the fact that we don't lose loot in Legend League. If you can figure out some crazy formula, that's too much math for me. Some kind of algorithm out there, you algorithm masters, figure it out. But I'm going to stay in Legend League. And the reason I'm staying in Legend League is because it's going to help me be a better player. So that's the question you're going to have to ask yourself. Is it worth being in Legend League? For Stinkpot, it's worth being in Legend League. Because when I go to Clan Wars, when I go to Clan War League, where, especially Clan War League, where the more stars I get, the more rewards I get at the end. Remember in Clan War League, you're fighting to get these hammer of heroes. So if I can 3-star every battle in Clan War Leagues, I'm going to get more hammer of heroes and have more options to upgrade my troops, even though I'm getting less loot on a daily basis. And now the fact that you got these seasons here, you get daily loot and rewards from that as well. So I think they knew that this was coming. So they kind of had all these things in place before they dropped the Legend League redesign. And for that reason, I applaud Supercell, because when I first started this game, all you could do was raid. There were no clan wars. There were no clan games. There was no Clan War League. There wasn't even an Archer Queen. So from 2012 to where we are now, Supercell has done a great job keeping people interested. They've only made one mistake, and that's when they introduced Town Hall 11 and lost millions of players, because they just were not thinking of the player base when they put that update out. But since then, they have recovered as best as you possibly can, and for that reason, there you go. Go Jags, huh? So, sorry guys. I'm sorry I didn't answer the question, is it worth playing Legend League? I answered it for myself. It's worth playing for myself. And I would say for Ken, it's worth it because he's still here in Legend. But there's so many more pros for being in Legend League. I hate waiting for attacks. I love that I don't lose loot. Those two are probably the biggest reasons why I'm fighting hard to stay in Legend League. After that, it's becoming a better player is probably my number 3. I want to be I want to be a 3-star specialist one day. And staying in Legend League is going to get me there. So there. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. It's been long-winded. A lot of information to give you guys. I want to thank Masharo here. Disco Time Gaming, you maxed out in clan games once again. Congrats. Viper did as well. We only have one more spot left in the clan. This clan, in the last month or so, we've added a lot of new players, and people have stuck around. So I applaud all of you guys in Late for Supper. Our donations are doing better. At the end of last season, we had really good donations. So keep up the donations. We got Clan War League coming up in, where is it at? 3 days, 6 hours. Keep practicing, guys, because we need you. You only get 1 attack per day in Clan War League, and it needs to count. And you need to be active, because I'll sub you out. You won't attack if we can't rely on you. That's the bottom line. Because Clan War Leagues is the most competitive thing we do as a clan. And I expect everybody to be at the tip top of their games. As always, guys, if you cannot be in any of these wars, open up chat. Hit Late for Supper. Hit my profile. Set Clan Wars to, hey, I'm out. It's not a big deal you're out. I prefer you to be out rather than say, hey, I'm in, but then you don't attack. That's the biggest way and the fastest way to get kicked out of Late for Supper is you set yourself to in and you don't attack. So spread the word. Tell all your friends that are new and Late for Supper. Stinkpot's pet peeve is you better attack. So don't forget, guys, will I be on after the stream? I got to go help Peaches with stuff. But I can chat here and there in Discord, and I will definitely be here because I only have 3 hours to get 3 attacks in. So I'm probably going to spend most of my time at Clash of Clans tonight to get those attacks done. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Don't forget, we are only streaming 2 days a week now. Tuesdays and Thursdays is it. So next Tuesday, we're going to come back with Fortnite. And in Discord, let me show you this before I go. One more thing. In Discord, there's a new room you may not be aware of. It's called Request Games. If you want me to play a game on the stream, come in this room and just request it. Viper requested Wizard 101. That's a computer game. So my only suggestion is if you suggest a game, make it be mobile only or PS4 only, because I cannot stream on the same computer that I play a computer game on. I've already tried it. It crashes my computer. So my computer's not strong enough to play a computer game on while I stream. So just keep that in mind. Thanks for watching the Stinkpot Shack Show. Hope you learned something tonight. If not, let me know, and I'll help you out the best as I can. No, I do not need an Xbox. How dare you suggest such a thing? I've been a PlayStation player since the PlayStation 1 in 1997. Never switching. I'm a diehard PS4 fan. This has been your Stinkpot Shack Show. I am Stinkpot. We'll see you next Tuesday for Fortnite. Have a good night, everybody.